Ooh.
Good evening. Hope you guys are doing great. We're hopping on this Facebook Live because there are a few storms moving in. Meteorologist Zach Gilday here, along with meteorologist Peyton Langford, special guest on this Saturday evening. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Peyton.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. We got the storms moving in, and we got the eclipse forecast, which is looking a little bit better.
Surprisingly, man, it really took until the high-res models came out to be like, okay, we might got some decent chance of seeing that eclipse.
Yeah, because for the past few days, the models have been showing cloud cover, especially the GFS was just showing overcast skies. But we got some high resolution models in, and we can show you those. So the looking a bit more optimistic for that Monday forecast. And as far as the storms tonight, pretty optimistic that those aren't going to be any kind of big issues for us. So we got that line is just west of us. Been tracking it this evening, and you can see it right there. The storms are now east of Tulsa, still west of us, and not seeing a whole lot of lightning here, Peyton.
No, really not. Like, we'll stop it. We'll go to the very most recent frame. 2 bolts.
That's
sauce.
It. Yeah,
okay,
so
one way down here, but pretty weak sauce.
So if you're looking west, you're probably not going to be seeing much lightning for us, but the clouds, they're going to be on the increase, and those winds, they're on the increase too. And because of that, tonight is going to be quite mild, another mild night for us. And one of the reasons why we're not too worried about these storms is because you're looking at a view here. This is let me pull it up. There it is. This is a view of the surface-based instability, and there's really nothing over us.
Yeah, there's no instability, so no fuel for thunderstorms to grow, thankfully. They'll still move in, and it won't be completely dead, but that's just a good sign that there's no growth happening with these storms.
Yeah, here's a website that we like to look at, not showing any kind of surface-based instability, but the one thing that is of concern is the wind shear, which is pretty impressive, especially that 0 to 3 kilometer vector shear.
Yeah.
But notice how the line is kind of parallel with the wind shear, and that means that the storms will not ingest that shear. So if they're parallel to it, if they were perpendicular, that would be a different story. So because of those two factors, these storms definitely decreasing in strength. Earlier during the evening, we saw a couple of severe storms, especially across Kansas. We saw some hail, some pretty strong winds, even some considerable severe storms. But right now, definitely on a weakening trend. If you like the overnight storms rolling through, it is your lucky night.
I think Josh said it best. Storms absolutely mid.
Yeah. We can look at the comments now. So we're just going to leave up the radar, get caught up with the comments. So no severe weather, right? Yeah, as of right now, no severe weather, and we're not really expecting severe weather as we go throughout the overnight. Some heavy rain, maybe some thunder, lightning. But again, as far as the severe weather threat, it is looking very low. So yeah. As far as how bad the storms will be, not bad at all. Not too concerned about these. But later on next week, that might be a different story.
Yeah. Be interesting.
Maybe even for Monday for the eclipse day. Here's Josh Weisel, excited for the eclipse, hoping and praying clouds don't stick around Monday. Yeah, me too, Josh. Hopefully the clouds just kind of hang back because we are going to be in that southwest flow. And even if we have clouds, we can still see the eclipse happen because you can still see it through filtered sun. And for some areas, that might happen that way. So, Sarah, hey, hope you're having a great weekend. It's been a nice day. Yeah, it sure was beautiful. A little bit breezy though.
Yeah. Pretty gusty winds, especially out at Baum-Walker Stadium. Ooh.
Josh heading down to Ozark. Good idea. That's where I was planning on going.
And good luck.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a lot of people there.
If you leave Monday morning, you probably want to try to get in Ozark by 8 a.m.
Think so?
And even then, it'll be tough.
You think it's going to be super packed?
People are camping out already, all over the place.
Yeah, Josh. My plan was to head to Ozark. I was kind of excited about it, but it looks like I'm going to be hanging back here. But for all of you who are heading out, leave early. This is not a last minute type deal. Like if you live in Fayetteville, you can't hop in the car at 11:30 and expect to be in Ozark just in time. It's just not going to happen.
Nope, you're going to be on the side of I-49 and miss it, probably.
And that is not recommended because that is very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, you do not want to pull over on the side of the road. You definitely want to plan ahead. Josh, storms are mid. Yep.
Mid. Absolute mid.
I would definitely agree.
Good job, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a nice rain to fall asleep to. Maybe an occasional thunder boom, but again, not too worried about these storms. Yeah. So as far as the tornado threats, not worried about that. I mean, we never want to say non-zero,
right.
but looking
not concerned with it.
But looking at the latest trends,
it's already outflow dominant.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is, you see this line here. This kind of line. This is the outflow boundary, because storms are here. So this is the outflow boundary associated with it. I'll even use base velocity. And so you can see there's some gusty winds. Of course, we are 4,000 feet up in the air, but this shows it's outflow dominant. This means storms are already getting cut off by colder air. So kind of on the weakening trend, so to speak.
Yeah, it's just one of the ingredients that we look for the tornado potential. And when they become outflow dominant, the potential is definitely going way down.
It's interesting velocity signature. Just funky looking.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Josh's comment, locally heavy rain with no tornado threat. Maybe some gusty winds at most. Yeah, with these decaying storms, could see some gusty winds. Probably will be below severe criteria, which is under 60 miles per hour. So, yeah, could see some gusty winds. Here's a question, Daniel. Do you think I should move my trampoline in the garage, or do you think it'll be safe out there tonight?
See, what I used to do with my trampoline back when I was little, my parents would, but they would take like those U-shaped like stakes and like hammer them all around that. And that usually kept it down pretty well for some pretty strong winds.
Yeah.
Of course, we had fences around the backyard, but yeah.
Yeah, as far as the eclipse forecast, we can probably maybe shift over to that. And while we're shifting, we'll still keep an eye on the radar because we do still have some storms moving in. We'll probably show you a few cameras, but right at this moment, it's still looking pretty quiet. Not a whole lot of lightning, not a whole lot going on. But as far as the eclipse, Northeast Arkansas is the way to go. And I would agree, if you're going to stay in Arkansas, the further north you are, the better chance of having a clear sky. That seems to be the trend because we are going to be in that southwest flow. And stand by, I can hop on here. Yeah. Just check out these dew points. They're still quite low, so just not a lot of fuel for those storms. And we showed you the instability; it's non-existent. The wind shear is definitely there, but we do need instability to have storms fire up. So here are those rain chances as we go throughout the overnight hours. They're going to be picking up, especially around midnight, and then continuing through around 4 o'clock in the morning. I think by daybreak, I think that we should be dry.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that's going to be good news. Here's a look at what's going on right now. So we got a system across the Central Plains making its way through. Kind of stalled out, stationary, warm front, trying to work in, not quite doing a good job of that. But a cold front will meet up with that and then eventually push through tonight. And, yep, you can see earlier during the evening, they were a little bit stronger. But right now, definitely on a weakening trend, and we can take a step looking north. You can see the circulation. That's that low pressure area. We had a few severe storm watches across Kansas and Nebraska earlier during the afternoon. Those have expired. Just a level 1, again, mainly west of us. They'll probably drop this soon or when they do the next update.
It was a very negatively tilted trough. You see that circulation was so negatively tilted. I'm sure the upper level pattern will show that as well. But if there was fuel for thunderstorms, man, it'd be a different story tonight.
Yeah, it was definitely more of a straight line wind event. We had the considerable severe storms to our north, and those are mainly up there in Kansas, Nebraska area. But as far as tonight, severe storm potential, not worried about it. Here's that feature track showing the line kind of breaking apart as we go throughout the overnight. 4:30 a.m. Sunday. Maybe a few lingering showers. This might be a bit overdone. I think definitely by daybreak should be east of us.
What's the rain totals? Probably what, ½ inch to an inch?
Let's check it out.
Maybe, I don't know. Might even be less than that.
Yeah.
Ooh, this guy. Hey! All ready for the eclipse? What's going on, Wyatt? Weather intern.
Yeah, I guess I'm ready. I'm not going to see it, but I'll be
2045. I will fly you out to the path of totality if I have to.
Did I want to see one?
Okay, so 1/10 of an inch. So pretty mid. And Fayetteville, if Colby is here, then probably 0.
Yeah, so not a whole lot of rain expected with these storms. Not too worried about these. But here's the upper level pattern. And here's what's going to be happening.
Man.
So tomorrow it's going to be quiet. The sun will come out. And yeah, we got a question for you. We address Amber's.
Amber, yeah. How long will these storms last?
Yeah, so just
throughout the night.
Yeah.
So you can go back to the chances real quick. The timing. When did it drop off? Before daybreak.
Oh yeah. They're going to be out of here. Depending on where you are.
There you go. So probably 3, 4 a.m. probably before the sun comes up. Now the sun comes up at almost 6:50. So yeah, storms will probably be out of here before then.
Is this in Louisiana as well? It is the eclipse or the storms, Carson? I assume you're talking about the storms.
Yeah, I don't think the storms are in Louisiana.
No, Louisiana's pretty quiet. Definitely a lot more humid down there, though.
Yeah, a lot of that southwest flow. Thankfully, that front keeping it south.
Yeah. Day 2 in Louisiana. Yeah, day 2 outlook. Tomorrow, you could probably see a few storms there, Carson. That's what happened to us in 2017. The traffic out of Jefferson City, Missouri.
Oh, man. Dan was showing us pictures of that. It took him like 2.5 hours to go what would normally take 1 hour. Or something like that. It was something that was like almost double the time or something. Something crazy.
Yeah. Here's a comment right here. Doesn't help. There's an ongoing fire in the woods near Avoca. Maybe it can downpour. Yeah, the fire weather has been crazy across Oklahoma. And there is some ongoing fires going on. So we do need the rain. And
that smoke would not help the eclipse forecast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So eclipse day forecasts. Here's what we're looking at. Here is a upper level pattern. Now, this is what we look at when forecasting, showing some vorticity, showing the atmospheric flow. And we're going to be in southwest flow, and that's pretty active weather. So here's Sunday, and then here's Monday. Storm chances will be there Monday night, but during the eclipse should be pretty quiet. But the big question is the cloud cover. And here's the European model showing cloud cover moving in. Here's 1 p.m. showing a lot of clouds around, but I think these are going to be the high clouds.
Yeah, and it's a different story on the high-res models too.
Yeah. So this is a long-range model. The resolution is not very high, but here is a higher resolution model, the graph. Here's 1 p.m. That looks pretty good.
That looks immaculate.
That looks pretty good.
Arkansas, I would say.
Yeah.
Texas. I wish.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of high clouds. The southwest flow, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think the the best bet, if you can travel anywhere in Arkansas, the further north you go, the better.
Further north and further east would be nice.
Yeah. Just looking at the comments.
There'll be a lot of traffic though going back after the eclipse. Oh man, because everyone gets there different times, but a lot of people leave at the same time.
Yeah, because like once it's over, everybody's gonna be heading out.
Well, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
it's gonna be packed.
Yeah, but there's a lot going on, like Ozark.
That's
like
true.
The town centers,
the
like
elope in the eclipse.
Yeah,
and Russellville.
Yep, that's where Dan's gonna
and
be.
And then
initially.
all the stuff at the Ozark Square too.
Yeah,
there's even stuff going on here in Northwest Arkansas. Not even in the path of totality.
There's a lot going on.
Botanical Gardens doing stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of people can be having a lot of parties.
So got a question about Rudy.
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening right now. Probably a whole lot of nothing.
I'm confused. Where? You said Rudy?
Yeah.
Where's that again? Forgot it.
River Valley.
River. Oh.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's right.
The whole area tonight has a storm chance, but as far as severe weather, very, very low. I'm not too concerned about these storms. Again, we might see some gusty winds, some heavy downpours, maybe hear some thunder, but really not going to be a big deal for us here.
Pretty weak sauce.
Any chance of hail tomorrow in St. Louis? All right, that's a question.
That's a big question. I don't know. What's the weather like in St. Louis right now?
St. Louis. You headed up there for the eclipse? Totality gone through St. Louis?
It's very close, I think.
Yeah.
Very close. Let me check. What's your hope on? Try to look up at the eclipse. You got golf balls falling from the sky. That's not so fun. I guess they're talking about tomorrow. So.
Yeah, St. Louis. Here's the day 2 outlook. Marginal risk just east of you. You're asking about hail. Was that what the question was?
Yeah. Hail tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean mainly just east. But I mean we could see a few storms.
Yeah, St. Louis not in totality.
How does southeast Missouri look for the eclipse? I think that's going to be some good viewing. Think so?
Southeast Missouri?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Cape Girardeau. That'd be pretty nice. Poplar Bluff too. That's like right on the center line for totality. That would be pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely feeling optimistic about the eclipse forecast.
Mm-hmm. For a long time, really. It's not for a long time, but for a couple days, I was worried there.
Yeah, because for the past month, we've been having the storm systems moving in Monday, and this one seems to be holding off a little bit later into Monday evening.
Yeah.
So can show you that storm potential coming in.
Yeah, because we got an active week ahead. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's going to be quite
starting
active.
Monday night. Oh man, 3 straight days.
Yeah. So again, here is the graph showing the eclipse, showing a pretty good story. But notice though, we're seeing some filtered sun potential. But even if there's filtered sun, you can still see it, because here's a graphic that Peyton made. Eclipse viewing with clouds. So even if we have some high clouds, you can still get a good view of it. You know?
Yeah.
But if this system speeds up and we get some mid-level clouds, then you're gonna. I think this is gonna be the story down in Texas.
Yeah, that's not gonna be fun. You won't be able to see much at all.
Why is asking?
Are you and Dan going for the eclipse? Well, I'm not in the eclipse special, so I'm on my own. Dan will be in Russellville. I can meet him there at 4 a.m. But he's going there. He's already down there. He's already down in Russellville, I believe, either tonight or tomorrow morning. But I will be in Hot Springs Village with my grandfather.
Yeah, I'll be in the studio. We're doing a live special from 12:30 to 2.
Man.
Talking about the Eclipse.
Yeah. All right. So what's it looking like beyond that, Zach?
Yeah. So
we got Monday. What about Monday night?
Can you show you this?
Yeah. Oh, not what people wanted to see. Well, maybe if you're trying to get out in the garden, maybe this next coming weekend would be pretty nice. I think.
Oh yeah. By next weekend, the forecast looks pretty good. But notice how we're gonna be just stuck in this southwest flow pattern, and this big low kind of just sets up over West Texas.
Yeah,
and
you have to wait till it gets to a pause point, and then you can do it.
Oh.
Yeah. Just like hit space. It'll get to a pause point. There you go.
Yeah, so this big low just sets up. So here's on Tuesday. And they got this big low pressure area, and they'll just fling off pieces of energy that will move in throughout the week.
Yeah. But Miles won't handle that right.
No. Here's Wednesday, and then Thursday it finally leaves. So beyond that, that's some quiet weather. Friday, Saturday looks pretty quiet. But then we zoom forward to Sunday. We're back in southwest flow.
Like clockwork. Every Monday, new system.
So looking quite active.
Man.
But bottom line is, as far as the eclipse forecast, there's going to be some clouds. But I think we're more optimistic on the viewing potential for us here in Arkansas.
Yeah.
How about this comment? That'd be cool if they put a filter on the WeatherBug camera so they could point towards the partial eclipse up here on Monday without them getting damaged.
Yeah, maybe if we let them know last October.
Yeah.
And maybe stuff takes forever. Just camera stuff, technology in general.
Oh, how about this pan?
Excited about the eclipse in Western Grove. P.S. Go Rangers. What about it?
You got your Houston Astros hat on.
Yeah, you know, Rangers are the better team right now. It looks like.
I say go Yankees.
Okay, I think me and Dwayne can just be on the same team at that point and be like, "Ah, we hate the Yankees." I hate the Yankees.
Oh, come on. Yeah. So
go Astros.
Hey, what happened in the first series of the season?
Yep. The Yankees swept the Astros in a 4-game stand, and the Rangers are beating the Astros.
Anthony's all about the Yankees.
All right, yep. I guess Astros are back to how they're normally supposed to be, last place in the AL West.
Yeah.
That's how they used to be back in the day. I was growing up. I say back in the day, but early 2000s.
The Astros were bad for a long time.
Yeah, dude. I would go to games when they were really bad.
Cardinals fan.
Oh, my cousin's a huge Cards fan. So is Wyatt. Wyatt's a huge Cards fan, but I think he's more Astros.
Yeah.
But Cards, yeah, watching them grew up. I was upset when my favorite player, Lance Berkman, went to the Cardinals. Yeah, there you go. Wyatt, go Stros.
Oh, come on.
I like the Cards. I like Yachty.
I think we can all agree, go Naturals.
Yeah. They didn't win tonight? You see fireworks? And they didn't have fireworks tonight.
Oh, did they have fireworks? Oh.
No, I think fireworks only on Fridays, but they played tonight.
Last night they had a pretty good fireworks show.
Oh man. Nobody does fireworks like the Naturals.
I know. Yeah, because we have these WeatherBug cameras and we watch fireworks from our Springdale, Arkansas children's camera.
Yeah.
And we can see them, and we can see the fireworks happening all across the area. And yeah. Arkansas Naturals. That is a show that you should go and see.
Yeah, especially their 4th of July. Ooh, 4th of
Yeah.
July was big.
Yeah,
Like,
we
one of the
probably
best in
we
the
probably
state.
still have that recorded. What is going on?
Camera just said, "Oh, no, I'm out of here. Taking
Hello,
the night off.
camera.
It's the weekend."
Camera wants to go to bed. There we go.
All right.
Yeah, so line of storms definitely weakening. Not even seeing any lightning with these storms here.
There's stuff starting to fire, but I think by the time it gets here, so here's the thing: this stuff firing up, but it's going to move into an environment that's already been churned, it's already been mixed, and it's going to be rain cooled air. So there's no fuel whatsoever. So this stuff will die.
Yeah, that stuff that has lightning still pretty far away from us.
Yeah.
But the River Valley might.
Some of it might go across Fort Smith. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be worse in the River Valley, but I think there might be more thunder in the River Valley.
Yeah.
And more lightning.
Yeah, because there's still really no instability here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were looking at that. Here's the shear. The shear is impressive, but surface-based instability non-existent. And
focusing on me. Yeah.
And as we go forward in time, it breaks apart. I mean, really no instability ever happens, and there's really no precipitable water. I mean, there is some,
yeah,
but we're just lacking a lot of ingredients. We have the shear.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we had dew points right now in like the 70s and a lot of instability, we would be in trouble.
Or the 60s, like Monday.
Yeah, we would be.
We got up to the middle 60s.
We would be in trouble. We would be in trouble. But just looking at the latest, it's really not.
Mm-hmm. What about the Vista tonight?
Yeah.
Take a look.
Yeah. Well, quiet right now, Lisa. But as we go throughout the overnight, definitely going to get some rain. As far as the severe weather potential is very, very low. I would not be worried.
Maybe
about
not even some rumbles of thunder. I mean, look, there's no bolts. We have lightning turned on, for example. That's what it looks like. There's just no lightning.
Really not a whole lot going on across the area. Definitely going to be seeing rain.
Some great normal spring showers, moderate at times, but
yeah,
nothing to worry about, nothing to lose sleep. If anything, like Josh Weisel said, something to sleep too.
Yeah, but for me, I mean, I like dead silence when I sleep. And ambient noise just drives me.
What about like white noise?
Drives me insane.
Oh my gosh, when NATO is just making random noises, that drives me up a wall. If it's a constant like white noise, yeah, or like rain, something like that. But straight silence is good too.
Yeah, I like dead silence. But that's just me.
All right, so answer questions about the Vista and the Fort, the Big Dale. Nah, I'm trying to coin that. I don't think anyone says that.
The Big Dale.
The Big Dale. Springdale.
Payne's trying to coin the Big Dale.
Yeah.
Does anybody think that might catch on?
Probably not.
Probably not.
The Ville.
Yeah, here's day 3 outlook, risk inching closer to our area. Yeah, Anthony, we're still in the marginal, but again, this is day 3. And
day 3. Yeah, still in the marginal. It's evolving. It's slowly. It was clipping Scott and LaFleur County, like when it was like a day 5, right?
Yeah.
It was day 5.
Yeah.
And then it took us out, and I was kind of going back. It's going to do that because models are wishy-washy. But I think this looks pretty legit. I think it might shift a little bit more to the northeast where it does include the River Valley again. It does seem fairly likely.
Yeah.
But overall.
Yes, it's pretty big area. So I think they're going to refine that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely going to refine it. I don't know if they'll upgrade any parts inside.
Yeah, here's
Texas or
the thing with this event. It's a different setup.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big trough swinging in a dry line cold front type deal. It's going to be a warm front slowly pushing forward. Now here's what we have to watch for. If that frontal boundary is over us, then we get a big short wave coming in, ejecting from that main low. That could be some potential for some severe weather.
There was one day back in the late summer, early fall. Remember, we were watching a front, and if it would retreat, we were going to have a lot of strong storms, but it just never did. Remember?
Yeah.
I could be wrong with the date. But I remember we were like watching it really close because there was a ton of instability. There's a short wave swinging in, but the front just hadn't quite retreated far north for us to get a lot of those storms.
Yeah, so if it stays south, the severe storm potential will stay south.
Mm.
So we're just gonna have to wait and see for that. Yeah, and hopefully you guys can make it back in time for that. Or hopefully the severe storms don't even happen.
Yeah,
because that'll be a long day for me if they do.
And if we do make it back, Dan's gonna be up for like 24 hours.
Yeah,
that'd be wild.
Jesse had a wildfire in Bridgewater Valley tonight. Brightwater Valley. Yeah, sorry about that. Wish the rain would have come sooner.
I know, I would have put it out.
Yeah, the fire weather was insane. And tomorrow the fire weather is going to be pretty bad too.
It always happens with big systems. It's big, strong systems. You get a lot of wind and a lot of dry air, especially from over like Mexico. And of course the dry air out west already. But that wind really helps fuel those thunderstorms. Or the fire weather. I don't know why I said thunderstorms. Fire weather.
Yeah. Can show you the fire weather potential. We had a extreme fire weather across
Holy cow.
Oklahoma Panhandle.
You sharing it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so Texas Panhandle, Caprock area.
Lubbock is not the Panhandle. The people at the National Weather Service in Lubbock give you a mean look if you say that.
Yeah, I said Caprock area too.
Yeah, Caprock. Yeah.
I said Panhandle and the Caprock.
Yeah. I think that's funny. I think it's the Panhandle personally. But
yeah.
If my girlfriend's watching this, don't get offended.
Oh, Jesse has pictures.
Oh, really? Did you see anything on the Arc Fire? Or any of the surrounding areas?
I was looking at the satellite yesterday, and I saw a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find anything on the fire.
Yeah, exactly. Why it seems like all the storms happen when I have off. They have to come in. Yeah, well, Jesse, if you have pictures and video, love to see it. I mean, hate to see the fires, but we can always show it on the news, and if you
it wasn't a prescribed burn. Can confirm that.
Peyton's checking on it.
Yeah, no prescribed burns. Nowhere in Northwest Arkansas or the River Valley, mainly on the east part of the state. Yeah, so nothing to worry about. But I haven't seen anything about wildfires today. Interesting. But yeah, it's probably definitely something to watch. Yeah, send the pictures to weather@knawa.com. We'll show them. Man, yeah, no instability, man. This is nice. So how much rain are we looking at for the rest of the week? Like the 7-day QPF. Pull that up. Yeah, pallet item. Ooh.
Whoa. Zoom in on that.
I don't know about y'all. That's a lot.
That is a lot of rain. Man.
Well,
7 inches. So definitely going to be in an active pattern. But again, this will change. This is just a 7-day rainfall forecast. But look at all that rain across
southern and southeast Arkansas.
Yeah.
Family's about to get a whole bunch of rain.
Up to 7 inches. That's a lot.
There's even a contour for about 10, like Texarkana.
Yeah, that's right.
That's crazy. Of course, this stuff changes, but it starts as early as tonight with this system, and then another system Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. So I can see it over the next 7 days. We probably are going to get at least 2 inches.
So here's Monday, then here's the rain moving in with that warm front. And then Tuesday is not looking the best. It's just going to be, occasional storms, some rain throughout the day. Wednesday, severe storm potential should drop off. Let me just get rid of this Eclipse viewer. So we saw Tuesday. Here's Wednesday. That low pressure area finally moves out of the way Thursday afternoon, leading to some clearing skies. And some pretty nice weather for the weekend. Looking real nice.
Hey, it's going to be a great time to be inside or outside and watch the Masters.
That's right. Yeah, the Masters is coming up.
Cover starts Thursday, baby.
How about that Masters forecast? Does anybody want to have a Masters forecast?
Anybody lucky enough to win the lottery?
Yeah. So,
cool.
April 11th, is that when we're teeing
April
off?
11th is, yeah, I think so. I don't know if that's the first round. I can't remember, but I know cover starts that day.
I think that we're going to get some rain Thursday with that low pressure area lifting north.
Oh, at Augusta?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember? Oh, man, you remember the Masters last year? That tree got, knocked down because of the strong wind and the storms? It got, flooded the place.
I don't know.
You remember that?
I don't really remember that, honestly. But
am I crazy?
No, I mean it probably did happen. But yeah, so first round Thursday, I assume, unless they did something weird. There's a lot of storms coming through Thursday morning, so the morning rounds will probably be delayed. But again, this is still pretty far out. Still pretty far out.
Jesse sent in the photos of the wildfire.
Just got them. Thank you so much, Jesse.
Yeah, round 1 is on Thursday.
Yeah. So Thursday could be a bit active, but then Friday.
I'll pull up the photos over here.
And with the departing system, Friday should be a bit breezy, which should make for some. Which should make for some interesting golf.
Yeah.
So Thursday for the Masters forecast, Thursday is going to be some rain, Friday some wind, and then beyond that, looking pretty good.
I'm going to show the photos. Exactly, did you see?
Oh.
All right. Cool. Here's a look at the photos. Take weather 3, 6. Where is it? You pull the weather source.
Ooh,
you got to put in your show. Yeah.
We don't have one.
Yeah. That'd be cool, though.
Yeah, so while Payne is doing that, we're still tracking these storms. Again, really no lightning near us. Again, southeastern Oklahoma, the environment's a little bit better for storms, but that's what's right on the doorstep. And pretty soon, we're going to be seeing some raindrops in our Benton County cameras.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see lightning. Decatur Hall's kind of iffy on the connection, but it wasn't showing anything a second ago.
Yeah.
Take a look at the wildfire photos. Man. So this is in Brightwater. So northeast of Avoca, right? I believe so. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Is it contained? I haven't seen any updates about that. Man. That's not good.
No. Yeah, hopefully these fires can get under control.
Yeah. Let's get us contained now. What about weather next weekend for NASCAR? Yeah, we'll show that and we'll pull up the radar.
All right.
Pull up this. Where is it? I feel like an idiot. Next weekend? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, this weekend's Virginia. Next weekend.
think this might be in the Dallas area. That's what Lisa's saying. Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
Texas Motor Speedway, right?
So let's take a look.
In Denton.
So we did the Eclipse forecast. We did the Masters forecast. Now, NASCAR forecast.
NASCAR, baby. The Denton area, driven by there. It's a massive place. Man, I'll tell you that. It's 2:30 on Sunday. Well, at least for the Cup Series.
All right, so
So who doesn't
zoom
love a good Truck
forward.
Series too?
There's the Eclipse.
Why it's happy? That's my kind of question
Wait, what'd you say?
about the NASCAR.
Yeah.
Asking about the NASCAR forecast.
Oh,
So Sunday the 14th. So Sunday is a great day. You got the NASCAR Cup Series. You got
well, Friday.
of course,
Friday we
Sunday
got
baseball.
the truck circuit Friday, right?
Yes. Truck Series and Sunday night baseball. Hey, Sunday the 14th, you got the Masters, got NASCAR, you got the Cup Series. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Nice
What
day.
are you gonna pick?
All of them. All throughout the day.
Yeah. Saturday.
It's gonna be great.
Cloud cover moves in for the
Whoops.
for the Cup Series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clear.
looks pretty good.
Nice. What about the whole weekend?
Looks pretty good.
The whole weekend? Nice.
In Arkansas.
In Dallas.
And yeah,
In Denton. Yeah.
yeah.
Couple
But yeah,
weeks
it's
before.
still a week out. But
Yeah.
forecast looking
Hopefully
pretty
it'll be
good. Looking pretty good for the race. Masters forecast Thursday might be a bit tricky.
Probably might be some delays in there. Sunday night baseball, I'm not sure where that is.
Does anyone know the difference between a
Terminal forecast and an outlook? A terminal forecast? Man, I think that might be something more along the lines of a deterministic, whereas an outlook is just kind of a general area, Just kind of look at conditions, look at models where stuff will be. It's kind of that, I think somewhere in this area. It's kind of the thinking. Terminal forecast, probably closer to deterministic outlook, like, all right, this is where this will likely be. This is where this will likely be.
yeah.
I think they might have different ranges.
Alex commented aviation.
Yeah, like a TAF. Yeah, terminal aviation forecast. TAFs are a whole lot different than an outlook, than an AFD. Sorry, I thought you were talking about like a deterministic forecast. But yeah, a TAF, terminal aviation forecast. So this is where you talk about cloud decks. You talk about flight rules for different cloud decks and how stuff will change throughout time at those different layers in the sky. I'll show you the TAF.
Can pull it up in Weather 3. I'm going to get it here on. You want to pull one up?
Yeah, in a second. Let me get the screen picker set up. I put it Weather 3 like in the middle of your show.
Yeah, I see it.
All right. Ever heard of the 800 weather briefing?
800 weather briefing.
Other than like a time, 8Z. But this is a TAF. So mainly VFR conditions, which is the visual flight rules and marginal visual flight rules, where it's like how much can be automated, how much cannot be, what the pilot actually has to do. And so you'll have visual flight rules, visual flight conditions prevail through the forecast period, but things will change when you have restrictions with cloud ceilings. That means, cloud bases, you have floor and a ceiling. So if you're in between like clouds, basically that's ceilings and visibilities. And of course, brief little summary about winds. Sometimes they're pretty long, sometimes they're not.
Wait, Peyton, this is not even on the screen yet.
Oh, it was on the screen?
Sorry about that. All right.
Dang.
Start over. No.
Oh.
Yeah. Here's what's Alex and Peyton were talking about.
Yeah.
You can go.
So this is a TAF, and
Yeah.
it was issued at 0Z, which is 7 o'clock now. Well, it's the 7 o'clock TAF issued at 6:34. So visual flight rules, basically how much can be automated and how much can't be, and stuff will change because showers and storms moving through. So it'll cause temporary restrictions, and this will adjust like how you can fly at certain height levels, and obviously visibilities will change if you're flying in rain. And then kind of a summary like the surface winds. Yeah, but some of them long, some of them are short. So that's pretty much that.
Yeah, I think this 800 weather briefing is actually a phone number that you can call 1-800 weather briefing.
Yes, I could pull that up.
Yeah, and they'll give you an aviation forecast.
Yes. If you call the number specifically to an airport, it'll give you an automated message of like the weather briefing of like the weather.
Yeah.
Done it before. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Pull up the radar so we don't have a TAF in the background.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
It's an eyesore.
Yeah. All right. So look at the radar. Got a question about: did I miss the forecast for the eclipse for the Deer and Jasper areas? We can show you that eclipse forecast again.
Run by it. But as far as the eclipse goes, some high clouds. Just kind of thinking about what we touched on a minute ago or two. Oh, starting to see another bolt of lightning.
Yeah. So pretty much the further north you go in Arkansas, the better chance of having a clear sky will be seen for that area. So, we'll circle back to that before we end. We'll do one last eclipse forecast. There's still about over 500 people on here right now watching. If you're feeling challenged, how about Talladega for NASCAR?
I don't think anyone can predict the weather for Talladega.
My brother went to Talladega last year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You had fun?
Yeah. Well, that's still a good 15 days out.
Yeah. Beyond 14 days, you're more likely picking at random for the forecast than you are actually trying to forecast. It's called, what do they call it? Like at that point, you're in chaos. It's legit chaos in terms of the weather models.
Yeah.
Not that far.
And there's not many models that even can reach that.
No. I can explain that, actually. I will show you what that looks like.
Stand by for that.
Yeah.
Josh is saying Jasper was my eclipse viewing backup plan if Ozark wasn't going to work or was cloudier. Ozark, I think, is going to be packed.
Ozark will be packed.
Because you're right next to Fort Smith. And Fort Smith, parts of it isn't in totality.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we can explain organized chaos. This is going back to the Talladega question. You can take that comment off. Sorry, Josh. But to explain forecasting and kind of, you can pop her comment up, trying to predict Talladega on the 21st. Right there. Yeah. So what you're looking at is a plot of what's called 500 millibar height lines. So this is the height at which you have your 500 millibar pressure level. This helps us see troughs and ridges and patterns in the atmosphere. So each color is kind of a different core within this model system, and then each line is a different model member. You can kind of see how in the blue there's a little bit of lines. Everything's pretty close together. Everything looks pretty nice, But as you go further out in time, you become less sure in your forecast. There's more uncertainty in where these height lines will be. And if we were to go, let me go to this one. This one will go a little further. As you go further out in time, it just becomes more and more uncertain to the point where it's really just organized chaos and you have no idea. Yeah, it looks like you're looking at a bunch of squiggly lines. And it's called a spaghetti plot because it looks like spaghetti. Yeah, so it's pretty much organized chaos at this point. Of course, now we're back at the beginning, but at the very end, like
what timestamp is that at the very end?
384 hours out. So this is Monday, April 22nd.
Go back to the 21st. So Talladega is on the 21st.
Yep.
So is that the 21st right there?
There's 1 o'clock on the 21st.
And what is the green? Is that the 500 millibar?
Yeah, they're all 500 millibar. It's like the different jets, I guess. The tropical jet, the polar jet.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Southwest flow. But
Yeah.
still, you really can't. I think some of the members are showing Southwest flow, but so far out.
Dude, that's insanely. That's just
We don't
random.
know.
Random. You can't predict that.
It's hard to.
Impossible.
Yeah. So a lot of people are probably planning, maybe making some last minute plans about where to go. And Josh is saying, what's your ideal viewing place with the lowest amount of traffic and least amount of clouds if you were to pick? Just curious. Why don't you pull up time and date, and why don't we look at it?
All right. But to answer his question, Mountain View. That is where I would go. I'd probably leave here, Fayetteville, probably 4 a.m. to get there probably 8 o'clock if there's a lot of traffic. Get in the park early if I can. That'll probably be already packed. Mountain View would be pretty nice.
Yeah, we were seeing social media photos of people just hopping in planes, and everybody's coming to see the eclipse. There's going to be a lot of people in Arkansas.
Was it pulling up time day?
Yeah, time day. Just to show where the totality path is and what cities people might want to check out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of events happening too.
Oh man. Totally.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Totality.
Yeah.
So here's Arkansas in the dark red. That is totality.
Yeah, it's dark red. Of course, if you zoom in further, it's basically okay, with you're within totality. There's a center line. So zoom out. Russell, place.
So Josh is going to Ozark. So
Ozark is right here. Ozark, I don't know if that pulls up on the side. I guess not. Ozark will get 2 minutes and 26 seconds of totality. You go a little bit further east to Clarksville, you get 3.5 minutes.
Yeah,
that's almost a minute more. And if you go to Russellville, 4 minutes. Wow. Mountain Home is what I think would be a quiet destination. Also, Mountain View would be nice too. I think I'm off.
Speaking of Clarksville, do you think I should show that graphic pane?
Yeah.
All right. So right now we're at Clarksville. Now we've been talking about the eclipse. So what is the big deal? What is the hype? What are you gonna see?
Only if you're in the path of totality.
You have to be in totality. This is why everybody's coming to Arkansas to watch this.
Where is that path? Let me show you.
And Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff was on here till 1 a.m. last night making this graphic. I was helping out a little bit, but mostly Dan.
Should it have taken till 1 a.m.?
Pretty much all Dan here.
It looked pretty hard to make all the pause points.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Here is what totality will look like specifically in Clarksville. Let's just take this full screen.
Yeah.
So you're 12:33 p.m. The eclipse is starting to begin. You need to have the eclipse glasses on here. This is what we call first contact. The moon starts to creep in front of the sun and cast that shadow. Fast forwarding. So the total eclipse begins at 1:50. Here we are, 1:49 p.m. The moon has almost covered the sun. So what we're seeing now is Bailey's beads. So we're going to see that around 1:49 p.m.
That's because of the moon's topography. The moon is completely blocking the sun, but because the moon isn't a perfect solid sphere, it's got craters and mountains, so it's going to let a little bit of light in. that little bit of light will. It's pretty bright.
Yeah. And then 150 totality. Boom. Solar prominence. I mean, no, the corona shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's at 150. That's when the total eclipse begins. Now, depending on where you are in that totality, determines how long you're going to be in the totality.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is for Clarksville. So at 152, maximum eclipse. Notice we got some red areas starting to pop up. Those are solar prominences.
Mm-hmm.
So you can only see that at maximum eclipse. And then beyond that, the moon starts to move away from the sun, and then the total eclipse ends when we had the third contact, when we had the diamond ring.
Diamond ring.
You got to have the glasses on for the diamond ring.
You can stare at it for like a second, but then your eyes will hurt.
Yeah, so don't even
Probably not
stare.
even worth it.
Don't even stare at it.
Dan stared at it for like 3 seconds, and his eyes were hurting for like a week.
Yeah, so it is no joke. Have the eclipse glasses on for sure. You can take them off at maximum eclipse, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
if you have them on during maximum eclipse, then you'll miss the whole thing.
Yeah. And then we end. The eclipse is over.
3:11. Wow. So almost
3:11.
3 hours. 2 and some change. So for Jasper and Deer, it's going to be a little bit different, but it's still going to be pretty nice. Let me see. It's a lot harder. Whoops. I don't know.
Oh, whoa.
I'm not zooming in the right place.
Yeah, what's the timing? Clarksville, like 4 minutes?
What did I say? 3 minutes, 26 seconds?
Was that what Clarksville was?
Yeah.
And then what's that, Jasper?
Jasper, 2 minutes and 9 seconds.
So a little bit less.
Mm-hmm.
And what is Deer?
Deer, it's probably a little bit more, I think.
We can get the exact timing.
Yeah. Three minutes?
Yeah. Here's a comment. Love the video Dan made earlier of the telescope without a solar filter melting the glasses.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Yeah,
Well, I never saw that video.
If you get Eclipse glasses, Zach, and you look in a telescope, your eyes will be melted immediately. So what he did here, you can pull up the camera full, the webcam full.
Wait.
So what he did was he took a telescope, set it up, pointed at the sun, and then put some Eclipse glasses, and Scoff approved Eclipse glasses, put it up to the lens where you look in, burned a hole in the Eclipse glasses instantly. And then that could be your eyes, and then you're blind.
Yeah.
So if someone has an Eclipse or a camera that's going to take a picture of it, do not look at it. It's kind of like that magnifying glass effect where you can burn stuff, with the magnifying glass in the sun. It's kind of that same thing. So you will just absolutely burn your eyeballs.
I kind of want to watch that video.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yeah. Just keep the webcam full up. Don't pull up Weather 3.
Yeah. Great point, Josh. Yeah, I think when people burn leaves with magnifying glass in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing happens with magnifying lenses.
Yeah, great. There's no sound on this.
Yeah, there's no sound.
Hang on.
Stand by.
All right. So pull it up, Zach, so you can see it if you haven't seen it already. All right. So it's got the telescope set up. He's got a filter on. You can see the filter on the end of the telescope. So you definitely need that filter. And on top of that, even with the filter, this is if you take it off, if you don't have the filter. Look, he puts it right where the viewer burns a hole immediately through the glasses.
Oh my.
Look at that. So that's why you gotta have that filter. So if you have the filter on, I'm not sure if it still does it. It shouldn't, but you need the filter on, or else you will burn your eyes out. Yeah.
That's wild.
I know. See, if someone has a telescope and you'll be like, "Ooh, let me see," make sure they have that filter, or else you will look over it and be like that dude from SpongeBob. My eyes.
Oh yeah.
Don't want to be that. All right. I think that about wraps it up. It's been a little over an hour. I gotta head to Hot Springs tomorrow morning. Hot Springs Village.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when should we put the glasses on? The glasses is from that first point of contact, so about 12:30, 12:33. It kind of depends on where you live, and you can keep them on until you get that whole thing, the total part. You pull up that graphic again, so we can see the timing. Go to the next graphic. Yeah, that one. We get the exact timing.
Well, this is going to be different depending on where you are.
Yes, it is going to be a little bit different. So take this with a grain of salt, if you will.
So again, these times are going to be different depending on where you are.
In Clarksville, it's going to be a little bit later because you're a little bit further north. I can pull it up. All right, let me zoom in. For deer, partial begins at 12:33 and 58 seconds. Full begins at 1:51 and 19 seconds. Maximum is at 1:52 and 48 seconds. And then full ends at 1 minute, 54 seconds, and 17 seconds. So when you have maximum, that's when you can keep it on. So from maximum until that ends, until the full ends, then you got to put the glasses back on. Hope that helps. But the whole thing, 2 hours, 37 minutes, and 12 seconds. But a lot of it going to be having the glasses on until those nearly 3 minutes of totality in deer. In Jasper, I think it was a couple seconds less. But yeah, hope that helps, Donna. For that, we have more comments coming in. Now, the glass is only for intermittent times. Yes, not for wearing, watching the whole time. Mm-hmm. Mine say use only for a few minutes. Yeah, they do say only use for a few minutes. So you don't want to be staring at it the whole time. Like, look back and forth a little bit. Or else they'll just have like overexposed lenses. Oh, look what I did. Got it tracking on me. Stop. There we go.
Yeah, so be careful and make sure your glasses are not damaged. Make sure they're in good condition. Like if because this is very dangerous. You don't want to.
The last thing you want to do is take your eye out.
Yeah.
It's not a Red Ryder BB gun either.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is a very cool event, but take safety precautions seriously.
Yeah, they gotta have that ISO certification.
Yeah. Well, still 700 people on here right now. So yeah.
Wow.
So any questions, just chime in. We're tracking storms, tracking eclipse forecasts. We've been on here for about an hour.
Man.
Yeah. Excuse me. So Peyton's heading down to Hot Springs tomorrow.
Hot Springs Village.
What time are you leaving tomorrow?
Down to the village. Probably 7:30. I know. I'll be missing church.
Yeah. Well, I'll be here in Fayetteville, holding down the fort. Holding down the Ville. How about that?
The Ville. Yeah, the Ville. Asteroid visible. Yeah, there will be a comet visible, Alex. Good point. Will you show that real quick?
Yeah, stand by, Alex. We got a good graphic coming up.
Yeah.
Don
also asked while you're pulling it up, will you all be videoing it, Annie, to show later online for those that can't see it? Yes. During our live stream, we will actually be having a telescope with the filter that is able to track it as it's moving. Because you got to remember, everything's also moving ever so slowly. But we will be videoing it, and you will be able to see it live during our live solar eclipse live, Ozarks in totality, 2024, from 12:37 or 12:27 till about 2:00.
Yeah, so we'll be on TV, and that's where I'll be doing. Hold on, stand by. Got it.
All right, check this out, Alex. This is everything you'll be able to see during totality when everything's blocked off. So you got Uranus, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Neptune, Saturn, Mars, and
question mark.
A question mark.
Is that questioning? Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't see it.
Yes, Uranus is questionable because anything under a 6. Anything under a 6 and less is visible with the naked eye. So Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Neptune, Saturn, and Mars definitely visible. Uranus questionable. And what about the thing? Hit his spacebar again for the comet. Yeah, and there's the answer to your question. You will be able to see comet 12P Pons Brooks, and that is magnitude 4.7. So it will be visible with the naked eye. And this is, I don't know if this is to scale, but the positioning is right. So Venus will be bottom right of the eclipse. Neptune will be to the right of that, and so on and so forth for the rest of the planets. And hopefully the comet. That'd be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so definitely a big event. Definitely want to see it. And got a question about
rain right now.
Rain right now.
Knocking on our doorstep.
And we're still watching it. And it's definitely on a weakening trend. But notice
barely making it, honestly.
South Central Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Or yeah, right there.
That's eastern, just broadly eastern Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Might see, a little line of showers and storms, a rumble, a thunder or two, but pretty weak sauce, pretty mid.
Yeah, so not too concerned about that. Again, as far as the eclipse, that's what you can see. But again, it's all dependent on the cloud cover. And the latest short-range models are showing a little bit more optimistic.
Yeah.
Now this is the graph. What about the NAM?
That's a good point.
Let's see what the NAMs. Is a 3K going to reach it? Can find out.
Should, right? Yeah.
Pretty good.
I don't know how models handle high clouds, like at all.
Well,
I'm not sure if it's.
I can tell you one thing, and the hardest thing to forecast is cloud cover.
And second, snow totals.
Yeah, probably.
No, I'd say second, probably ice totals.
Yeah.
Third, snow totals.
Yeah.
I know, Alex. Just imagine how the ingredients on Monday, super negatively tilted trough, outbreak galore across the southern plains.
Yeah, we'd be in trouble because what Alex is mentioning, we have a negatively tilted trough and we have a whole lot of wind shear, but that's it. We don't have any instability. We don't have any. What else? The mid-level lapse rates are pretty marginal. Just the moisture content in the atmosphere is very, very low. So just not too worried about these storms here. But yeah, that was here's the NAM 20 kilometer. Pretty good. I mean, again, like we've been saying, the latest model trends have been looking pretty more optimistic for the forecast for us. So I think we're gonna call it a night here.
7-day, wrap it up. I gotta get home and pack.
Yeah, Peyton's gotta get out of here.
Gotta make sure NATO's set up.
I gotta do another update, and then I gotta get out of here too. Stand by. Oh, hold on.
You deleted your hot button?
No. Because I wasn't even in the show.
Yeah, Alex, Dan will be broadcasting from Russellville. Again, this is about 12:30 till about 2. NASA setting up in Harrison. I'm not sure about that. I know they will be in Russellville as well. I haven't heard about Harrison, but maybe there's plenty of people that work for NASA, so maybe. Yes, we will be broadcasting from the Russellville. What does TH edit mean? Not sure.
What was that on the what you can see graphic?
I'm not sure. Yeah, well. I'm not sure what that was for.
Where is that? Oh, here it is.
Zenith? Zenith, maybe?
Zenith angle.
It's just the angle. Directly overhead is 0. So it's basically your angle above and below 90 degrees if you were looking straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just in case you missed the 10 p.m. on KNWA, here it is. Again, those storms going to be pretty weak. I had strong storms on there earlier. They were definitely weakening. April 8th cloud cover forecast, a bit more optimistic.
Mm-hmm. Temperature's not all that bad. It's pretty seasonable throughout the week.
Looking pretty good.
If not seasonable, then unseasonably warm.
Quite the active forecast. And then by next weekend, looking pretty good. Yeah, so thanks for hopping on. We're gonna end it, and we'll keep you up to date with everything that's going to be happening. So until then, stay safe and have a great night.
And go Astros.
Go Yankees.